Hey guys, Archie Luxury here. Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. And guys, today I'm actually wearing my Breguet 7057. Love that watch. Absolutely love it. Love that watch. It's like a big macaron on my wrist. Guys, what can I say? What can I say there? I'm very happy to be here today. It's fantastic to see you guys. Yeah, what can I say? It is what it is, guys. We're having great fun on the Archieverse. I'm just sending a few invites out. Firstly, we'll get one to Dog Trainer. I love Mark. Let's get one to Tan. Let's get one to Doc BBW. Let's get one to Watch Chat. What's Erwin up to? I love to say hello to Erwin. Bear Clooney, he said he's out. Aussie Expat. Let's send one to him. Hoff on Smash. We love the Hoffmeister. Let's get someone to JD as well. JD's always a good guy. JD's cool. What can I say? What can I say? And yeah, guys, I always try my best in life. You can only try your best, and you see how you go. That's all any of us can do, really, isn't it? What do you think, guys? Try your best. So, guys, I've got to tell you, what can I say? Yeah, what can I say indeed, guys? I have had a really good Christmas, and I've got a bit of an offer. Tan, I don't know if it's real, if it's a bit of clickbait. Sometimes there's some clickbait there. Who knows? It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. That's what it is. Is what it is. I would have to say sometimes you just try your best. I got an offer. Tan texted me. I don't know if it's real. It's just banter. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you know what? It's always worth a shot, isn't it? What do you think? Isn't it worth a shot? Life can be pretty fun at times. So why not give it a squirt, a shot? So I'll just tell you what Tan Zeal came to me. The zeal. You know the zeal, the Tan Zeal. I hope we've got his support for this. I hope we've got his support for this year, because I depend on it. It's been a difficult time here. I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna start the poll. Should Archie accept Uzi's offer? Okay, here we go. Starting the poll now. Okay, so what basically happened is, let me just tell you the email that Tan sent me, and this is what was said here. Uzi wants to pay you $200 US a day to stream with him like you do with Math. That's Marcus Alan Frischman, the Frischman show. Yes, okay. I better find out. You want to do a show today? I'll just ask him. We'll just get that off to. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. So he's asking me, and give him dating advice. He wants to rent you for 1 week. If you accept, please say so at the start of your show tonight. Uzi will be listening. Please let him know that at the start of your stream. And I said to Tan, I'm not interested. Uzi has been very disruptive when he's been on my stream. Self-opinionated. He never listens. There's no point giving advice to Uzi. You can only give advice to people who listen. See, Uzi's always got an answer. He's always got an answer. So you can't give advice to somebody who doesn't want to take it. And I don't particularly enjoy talking to him. I really don't enjoy talking to him. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't enjoy talking to Uzi. I just don't. I don't find the show enjoyable. It's not really fun, if you know what I mean. Like, Uzi's difficult. I don't think everything is difficult. It's kind of, I don't think he's serious. You know what I mean? If the guy's not serious, he doesn't really want to do it with me. What's the fucking point? Okay? And that's the problem, is that it's more so that he just doesn't really give a fuck about me. He doesn't really want to do anything with me. And that's the biggest issue. He's not interested. He doesn't really want to do shows with me. He's just very, very selfish at times. And that's not really what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I want someone who's fun to be with, who's enjoyable. I can have a laugh. I don't want someone who just wants their own ego out there. And he's turned very fucking nasty. He's kind of he's a difficult dude to be friends with. He's just, I'm not so sure he's really a great guy for me to do shows with. It's kind of, it's just doesn't feel right. So I got to say, no, I don't want to do shows with him. I don't want to do shows. No. And as for Watch Nick, fuck, what's he sniffing around the traps for? I don't understand that. What the hell? That guy is a total asshole. What he did, as far as Bear goes, and the comments that he came out of his mouth, the guy is mentally not 100%. He's not the full quid. And what am I supposed to do with him? He's a total fucking asshole. He's just, there's nothing nice about him in the least. He's not nice. He's not nice at all. He's just fucking asshole. And do I really want to do a show with an asshole? Not really. You know what? I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I would prefer not to be tied into people who don't make me happy. we're coming into 2026. Okay, we've had some tough years. Yeah, we have. Things have been a bit tough. I get it. But you know, we try. We always try our best. That's what you do. You try your best. And I mean, hey, sometimes things aren't always easy. You've got to, what can you do? Hey? What can you do? That's the whole thing. You really, that's kind of how it goes. So to be honest with you, I don't know if I want to do a show with Uzi. Uzi's just fucking annoying. You know, he's difficult. He's not really fun. He's not fun. You know, like I want to do shows that make me laugh. We have a good joke, you know, but when it goes real world, that's just too much. I don't want to do that you know what I mean? I don't really want to do that. When it goes real world, it's just too fucking serious. And that's the problem. Some of these other channels here, they don't know when to fucking stop. You know what I mean? They got no idea when to stop. And I like a joke like anyone does, but they just fucking push it, doxing, nasty shit. That should never be the case. So I don't even want to fucking acknowledge their channel. I don't even want to talk about them. I don't want, you know, what the fuck do I do with that guy? I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy my time with him. It's yeah, it just, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy my time with these guys if they are not fun, lovable sort of guys. So that's where I'm kind of coming from. That's what I think. I kind of that's the way I feel about it. It's just very, very difficult. And what can you say? I don't know what you can say. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Who we got here? We got someone jumping on. Who's this? I don't even know who this is. Dave R. Never heard of him before. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? See, I don't know who it is. See, who's this?
You just doxed my name, dude.
I don't particularly like you. Okay, I don't particularly like you. I don't particularly like you.
You just doxed my fucking name.
I don't particularly like you. I don't particularly like you, okay? Just fuck off. You know that? I don't want you on the stream. You come on with fake names, then you go on like a cockhead. Just fuck off. You know that? I honestly don't need you. I don't want you. I don't want you in I don't want anything to do with you. I fucking can't stand you. Those racist comments you put on people's channel as a joke, that's not funny, man. That's fucking sick. Despicable. That's what it is. It's absolutely fucking despicable. And I tell you honestly, I don't think that's a nice way to be in the least. That's not the way you carry on. That's not cool in the least. That's for sure. It's not cool. It's definitely not cool, okay? And you come on, you want to do this, you want to do that. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do, hey? What the fuck am I supposed to do? You come on, you just want to cause trouble. trouble. And that's not what I want, man. We got a super chat, Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, what are your hopes and goals for the year? That's a good question. We're hoping this is for 2026. Well, I hope it's better than 2025. I would like to do a little bit of travel. I want to cut my costs. I think we're heading to economic times are a little bit bumpy. You can either do more work, earn more money, or spend less. I'm trying to cut the costs down a bit. I enjoy doing the streams. I like the streams. I like watches. I like many things I like, but I want to hopes and dreams. I'd like to get a few. Look, the acquisition of material goods isn't always the answer. I don't have to get things. That's just the way it is, man. That is the way it is. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't need to do shows with Uzi, that's for sure. He's just a fucking asshole. He puts racist slants, just a complete fucking egotistical asshole. I don't need that. I don't need egotistical assholes in my life in 2026. You know, I just don't need that shit. I don't need it. I don't need it at all. I don't need that stuff. I don't need it. I try and run my streams. If it sinks, it sinks. Okay? Even the Titanic, it sank, didn't it, hey? It is what it is, guys. This is the whole thing. So, man, what can I say? I try my best. Try my best. That's exactly it. That's all I can do, guys. Try my best. We got Bateman on. Hey, Bateman, how are you?
Hey, Archie, I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, I'm having a good fun here. What's going on with you, my friend?
I think Uzi is batshit crazy. He's trying to get he's trying to get a Daytona, right? And he's paying $200 a day to Marcelo, and that guy already owns a couple Daytonas. Like, tell me there's not some rocks in the man's head, you know?
Hey, we just very quickly, I got to catch up on these super chats. We've got one from Loudmouth Tim. Loudmouth Tim, would you please jump on? I want to talk IT. I want to talk laundromats. I want to talk investment properties. I want to talk Teslas. Get on the stream, Loudmouth. Loudmouth Tim, $5. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Loudmouth Tim YouTube channel. My views and watch hours are doing a little better lately, but far from great. Thank you so much there. Loudmouth, I've always he's what a cool guy.
Are you going to consider Uzi's offer? $200
No,
a stream,
I said to Tan, I said even if it was $1,000 a day US, I'd tell him to get fucked. Uzi is poison. Okay, poison. And
so
why is Watch Nick sniffing around there? I don't understand this. Why do they need to come on my stream? Why do they need to involve me? I want nothing to do with those freaks. Okay.
Yeah, Angelic says 200 is chicken poo. Exactly. You got to push a higher
figure,
Uzi.
No amount of money I would accept to have Uzi on. I don't like the guy. I don't want the guy. I don't honestly want anything to do with him. Chief Tit, $3. What's the buyer's remorse referred to in the title? Yes, we're talking remorse. Have you bought something and regret it? Let's talk about the watches that you guys have bought in the last year.
Oh, fuck. Well, you know what mine is?
The Omega.
Yes, that fucking shitter.
I didn't think you gave it enough time, really.
Well, it was almost a month, right? But like the thing is, I would have probably have kept it longer if I had held on to it. But a buyer sort of presented himself, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to take the risk of being stuck with this thing, and I only lost a few $100, so I took it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I took it.
I know
Now,
what you're
speaking
saying.
of Omegas, I'm going for round 4 with Omega. What do we think, Arch? What do you think, Arch? Except it's a
What?
Planet Ocean this time. And I don't think I can
Planet
go wrong there.
Ocean. That sounds really good.
I think it's a winner chicken dinner, right?
Very,
I was looking at the
very.
39.5 millimeter Planet Ocean, the black dial. I think that looks beautiful.
Very nice watch. Very nice watch indeed there.
Very rare dimensions. Hey, you got another super chat here.
We got another. We greatly appreciate the super chats here. We got a super chat from JC Watches, £5. Hey Arch, I'm after a Patrimony 1410U in pink gold. I won't pay retail. Can't find in the UK. Any advice for me? Okay, let's have a look firstly.
You want to do you a solid there.
Vacheron 1410U. Let's have a look at this. To be honest with you, I don't think it's that beautiful. I'm just going to call this up on the screen. I don't think it's that pretty. Okay. I like the blue strap. I honestly don't find it that amazing. Okay, there is other Vacherons I would rather buy than this. Okay, to be honest with you, Vacheron. See, I'll show you what I like in Vacheron. Look at this. You can, for second hand wise, you can get a complicated retro. That's the one I like, which people bag me out on, but I think that is a beautiful watch. That's a third of retail, less than a third of retail. I've got to tell you, this is what I like in Patrimony, the 41 mil. That's the one with the track markers there. That's the style of Vacheron I like. Look, the answer is, JC, these things do come up. Chrono 24. That is your friend. Chrono 24. You got to keep an eye out.
Wait. Why did MC85 lose his range? Hang on, what the fuck's going on here? This is in the ArchieLuxury livestream. Maybe it is a fake one. I don't know. We got a super chat. This is Uzi.
Look, I think the problem is that watch is so new. It's not starting to filter through yet. There's nothing fantastic about that watch, but it is yeah, let's have a look here. Pervy Juice, man, $2. Poll results. What's happening? Poll results. Should Archie accept Uzi's offer? Yes, 62%. Fuck no, 38%. It's neck and neck, guys. Keep voting.
Does the poll really matter, Arch? Let's be honest here.
It always matters. Polls are good.
Give us a fuck no with that huge emphasis on the F that you
fuck
do. You know,
no.
Fuck no. You know, you blow out you puff your cheeks.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly it there. It's there's some good fun and banter to be had, that's for sure. Fun and banter to be had. So it's I've got to tell you something. It's yeah.
So what's your buyer's remorse, Archie? Breguet?
I tell you, I actually, what happened was sometimes you buy something. I don't regret anything I bought, but I shouldn't have bought as much because I needed them to get out of them. Okay. So in my case there, I think the enamel dial, I would have preferred to have kept the bluesy than to have had that watch. But at the time, I didn't know. I was trying to build the collection. So sometimes you get rid of things.
Oh, no. Fuck me, dude. I don't know if you want to let him on. Jesus. The state of it.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's a better option. Let's put HR on. Hey HR.
Hey Paul, hey Bateman. It's great to be on the show. I just want to say Merry
Merry
Christmas
there.
to
Pervy
both of
Juice
you.
Man, $2. Talk about not taking advice, you broken clown. Talk about not taking advice, you broke clown. What does that mean? That's Uzi getting upset he doesn't get his own way.
So, Paul, what's new in your world there, bud?
What's new in my world?
Yeah, what's the latest there, bud?
Nothing much. Nothing much.
Did you have a nice Christmas, Paul?
Christmas is always great.
What did you have on the table when you were eating? Did you have turkey? Did you have beef? Tell me, Paul.
Yeah,
Ooh.
beef.
We had a glazed honey ham. How was your Christmas, HR?
Oh, lovely. I had a trio of meats. I had beef, turkey, and chicken.
Yes.
What do you mean by that, Paul?
Hey, that's great. As long as you had fun, that's fantastic to hear.
I loved it. And, you know, I'm a big time fan of the show, Paul. So it's great to be on the show. What do you make of that, Paul?
Fantastic news.
Thanks. So, Bateman, what's new with you there, brother?
I was looking at some Omegas, mate. How about yourself?
Oh, the fucking Omegas. You know what I like? You know what I like, Bateman? The new Planet Ocean, because they've got rid of the nipple. You know this, bud?
Great fit, Arch. Yeah, I actually like it, but I'm wanting the older one.
Arch, do you fancy pulling it up? Arch? New Planet Ocean? What do you make of that, Paul?
Sure, we can pull anything up you want up. That's no worries there.
Nice one. Great vid, Arch.
We got another super chat here. John Cousy, $2. I steal catalytic converters for a living. Thank you.
Taking the piss out of Uzi.
That's
Dubsy's getting upset in the chat
bud.
that I didn't let him on. Dubsy, I don't know if I really want some fucking fat bogan on the panel, do we? Jesus Christ, he's just loud. He's just obnoxious. Sorry, Dubs.
Hey, Bateman, I just googled what a scat muncher is. It's pretty horrible. I thought it was to do with catalytic converters, but it's not.
No, that's there was rumors that John Mayer was a scat muncher. Is this true?
Ugh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I heard it was.
So, Paul Pluto, do you fancy putting up the that Omega Planet Ocean? What do you make of that, Paul? Great vid, Arch. Can you put it up?
The Planet Ocean, great model. Great model.
Yeah, can you put it up so all of the peanut gallery can see and we can discuss? What do you make of that, Paul?
Sure, we can call it up there. Which Planet Ocean do you want me to call up there?
I'll have the 2025 latest one, and I'll have the black dial, and I want it on the steel bracelet. Great vid, Arch.
You know, with the orange, I feel like that'll contrast the bluesy quite nicely. You know.
What do you mean, you people? I'm not having the orange.
Who said you people?
Top left, Paul. Top left, please, Paul. The very first one. That's 100% there, big boy.
Beautiful.
Look how beautiful. It's beautiful, Paul. It's beautiful. What do you make of that, Bateman? I
like it, man. I like it.
Oh, come on, Paul. Pull the trigger on that. Come on, Paul.
Well, no one's. You want to get second hand, right? No one's going to take the fucking hit on that thing, surely.
That's 100% there, bud. Come on, Paul. Have a word with Dave, and go and finance it with him, Paul. What do you make of that, Paul? Great vid, Arch.
Hey, not too bad, is it? What do you think?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I like it.
Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? What do you think?
Have you
I told you it's beautiful.
Dive watch at the moment, Archie?
Yeah,
I got a Pam, the Panerai. I love my Pam.
It's on the lever though, isn't it? Or can you take that diving on the lever?
Yeah, because I've got a rubber strap as well. I got an optional rubber strap.
Arch, how much is 15,000 Oz in GBP?
That's divided by 2. Easiest way. We got Terry Boston joining us. How are you, Terry?
Good. How are you, sir? How are you doing? How was your Christmas?
Fantastic.
Hey, Terry.
Hello.
Yeah, walk one, Terry. What are you telling me, G?
Not much. So, Archie, I got to ask you a question. Okay, next year I got to get serious. I got to buy me another watch. So, I want the Breguet Type 20, but I can't afford new. So
not the Breguet.
Yeah, well, it makes sense though because it's the proper watch. You know, I'm talking about.
It makes sense. What? Because you've got no brain cells. Why would you buy Breguet? Fuck.
Well, Archie knows why.
No, I don't want to annoy Archie. Breguet's a beautiful watch, Terry. Make sure you buy one. Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, let's see. He's owned how many reference model numbers to the Type 20? So he's owned about 15 of them or
Too many. Too many.
You got a super chat.
But it's a beautiful watch.
Super chat. We've got a super chat waiting for us here. Hervey Juice Man, $2. Enjoy Google taking 60% from your $30 tonight. Thank you. What's wrong with him? I don't know what's wrong with him, that guy.
So Terry, let me ask you a question there, big boy. I remember the last time you came on the stream, you were sort of facing financial hardships. Is that still the case?
No, it isn't. But because I think next year's going to be a better year, I'm going to make a few changes. And I'm going to be a man and buy the proper watch that I really want. And without Archie's help, I would have never have known what it was, you know. So I think the one that speaks to me the most is the Breguet Type 20.
So Terry, let me ask you a question. Are you working these days, or what's the plan?
Well, I mean, I was working before, but I currently reside in America, and we're actually going back to the UK next year. We had to settle.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad. You know, actually, the Americans are very traditionalistic when it comes to Christmas. So
wait, sorry, no, I meant that's a shame for everyone in the UK.
Oh yes, it probably is. So, but anyways, no. So no, I actually don't mind it here. I'm actually in a rather nice apartment here in America. But no, I'm not facing as bad a financial hardship as I was. I got everything.
Wait. Answer the question. Sorry. Are you working at the moment in America?
I am working, yes, but though apparently I'm in retail, but for some reason though, it's like in America, no matter really how much you earn, you can never really get on top. It's only like if you're in like Eastern and Western Europe, you can. Of course, where Archie's out too. He like knows what I'm talking about because it's like for some reason in America, even like $1 million a year here, they tax you a lot on. So like even if people do make $1 million a year here, it's like the taxes just eat you up. So,
Terry, wait, Terry, can't your mum and dad just give you money?
No, my mother's not rich. She didn't come from money. My dad's been dead for 10 years. He died of lupus.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But Ari, your mother, oh fuck, that sucks.
Well, she's American, but see, no, she didn't come from money at all because no, they were all working class. But no, I mean, I wouldn't have had like a lot of the things I didn't have over the years if I didn't make investments and all that because and sort of like the stock market and all. Because, I mean, you know, there's like it's not, you know, you can't always consider like your base income as like one thing. You got to do other things and try and get along because if you don't, then you're never going to be able to like really live. You know, in America,
Terry, listen, when you come to the UK, you know what you should do? Just go fuck it. And
just buy a fucking Rolex, Terry. Jesus.
I don't want the Rolex because I want the flyback feature, and Archie makes a point. The Breguet has the flyback feature. I need
buy the fucking
Rolex.
Rolex. Come on, Terry, stop being a pussy. Buy the fucking Rolex.
How's the Breguet Type 20 for pussies? That's a proper watch.
It's a shitter.
How's it a shitter? It's got Lamonian movement in it.
It's a shitter because it hasn't got a Rolex crown on, you know this, bud?
Okay, HR. We got a super chat.
Super chat. Black Cat 997, $5. The HR Terry brain cell debate. I actually choose Terry.
Ooh.
So wait. So when you say the debate, do you mean who's got less brain cells? Yeah, I choose Terry as well.
Yeah,
Great vid,
yeah.
great vid. Black Cat 997. Great vid, Arch.
Touche, touche.
What do you make of that, Bateman?
Great vid, HR. Etcha.
Thank you. Thank you. He's always at you.
Yeah,
Okay, but it's like this though. When you wear Breguet Type 20, though, you can take your coffee black and not care because the dial's black. So therefore, it makes sense. And like you're sipping your coffee.
No. When you wear a Breguet, the only thing you take black is men. You know this, bud?
Yeah, I know that. But look, it's like this. The reason why I like the watch is because it has every deal of functionality is what you need it for.
You know what I need? All I need is a Rolex crown, a Cyclops, and a glide lock. That's it, fuckers.
But the
Blue and
Rolex
gold.
doesn't have. But the Rolex doesn't have the flyback function. Even
Well, I
Mr.
don't even know
Ghost-
what. Listen, Terry, I don't even know what fucking flyback is. Why do I need a flyback?
Archie comes in on that one. He knows.
Archie, what's a flyback, big boy? Wake up,
How
Paul.
often-
Flyback
Hang
means
on.
you can reset it without having to stop it first. You can reset and start with one
Yeah.
button. It's very useful
So Terry,
if you're
Terry,
cooking or
considering
things
that,
like that. There, it's
con-
very, very
considering
useful.
that, when I'm in the beach in the Caribbean, why the fuck would I need a flyback when I'm sipping Malibus?
Because to see, like, for example, to perhaps see, like, how fast one plane's going against another. You can use it for that, you know? Like, you could lay there and drink your Mai Tai or whatever, and you sit there.
Wait, no,
Mai
Paul,
Tai?
no, Terry, because if I was wearing a Breguet, they're not even fucking waterproof, so I wouldn't even be wearing it on the beach.
The Breguet Type 20 is waterproof to 100 meters.
Yeah, but that's bugger all. My Submariner's, I think it's 300 meters.
But
What do you make of that,
because
Terry?
that's because that's a dive watch.
Well, so wait, so the
That's-
Breguet Type
that's
20
right.
has what, screw pushers or something? Let's see you actuate the
Ooh,
chronograph in the water. That's gonna fuck the thing.
you're
Right?
Well,
fucked.
it's waterproof, but it's waterproof enough to where like it's
No,
considered
it's-
sport.
No, it's
You're
not.
not
No,
you're
it's
not messing around with those pushers in the water. Let's be honest. You are not
No,
fucking
you
with
can't.
the pushers in
Listen,
the water.
Terry,
But-
listen. Picture the scene. I'm in my budgie smugglers. I've got my daughter and I've got my son, and I'm in the sea. One of them starts playing on my watch and accidentally pushes the Breguet pushers whilst it's submerged in the ocean. I'm fucked as fuck tie there, big boy. You know this, bud.
Fucked
Great vid,
as
Arch. Thanks for having me.
Fuck die.
Fucked as
Okay,
fuck tie. What do you
but-
make of that, Terry?
Well, have you already got your life jacket on?
Why would I have a life jacket on? I can swim, you cuck.
But see, you could be wearing the bluesy in the water and you're set, you're sorted.
Well,
Listen, Bateman, you listen to this, right? When I was in the Caribbean last year, I had the bluesy on, right? You know what happened? I was doing some snorkeling. A barracuda came up to me and went, "That's a great bluesy. Is that the 2024 edition?" I said, "Yes, it is." And then the barracuda swim off. If I was wearing a Breguet underwater, I wouldn't get any attraction.
yeah, but
The
here's the
barracuda will be
thing, though.
etcha.
But can I ask you this?
Atcha,
though?
atcha.
Ask me
Okay,
a question,
how
Terry.
many out of the population, how many other people already there's already got an Explorer 2 or a Savannah on, and you'd be
Why
the
do I
oddball,
care?
but you'd be the oddball because you have the Breguet Type 20.
Okay, so let me answer a question. In the hotel, how many people there have negative brain cells? The ones with the Breguet.
True, but
What do you
here's
make
the
of
thing.
that, Terry?
I don't make anything of. Look, the Breguet Type 20 is a cool watch, just like the Omega Speedmaster. It's a cool watch because
Okay.
it was the one born in outer space. So
I thought it was the Seiko. It was the
Well,
Seiko. It was the
Gene-
Seiko.
Well,
They've all
allegedly
GMTs
it
in outer
was both.
space. They've all Rolex
Allegedly
in
it
outer
was
space.
both. Yeah, Rolex was too, but allegedly it was Seiko and Omega, both. But here's the
Yeah.
thing now. Okay, the Breguet Type 20 was designed for the French military. And, you know, that's what makes it a proper pilot's watch because it's a proper watch, just like the invention of the GMT Master 2 for dual
You're
time
not a
zone.
pilot. You're not a fucking pilot.
No, but that doesn't mean in the future I wouldn't think about it, you know, trying to try flying on a Cessna or something, you know.
Oh, come on,
be
Terry.
cool.
You're just going to be piloting loads into your mouth. Jesus.
But it's like this, though. Okay, look, let me ask you this. Okay, everyone who is an actual experienced pilot, they want a Navi timer, don't they? Who's like
No, they don't. No, they don't. They want a fucking GMT Master Pepsi.
Okay, well they have those too. But my point is this: okay, though, do either one of those fortress mechanicalisms have a flyback function? No, the Breguet Type 20 is the only one that does. So that's what's cool.
Listen. Flyback. I just want the gleam of the bluesy when I'm out there when all the ladies looking at me because I've got the bluesy on. Fuckers.
Okay.
That's all that matters.
Okay, so let me ask you this, okay?
Narcissist. He's a narcissist. See, he wants people to look at him. Narcissist.
Archie, right, what was the reason you sold your bluesy?
I needed the money. Oh. I love the watch.
I was giving you the opportunity. You could say, because of HR.
You fucking broke.
I needed the money, man. Look, sometimes in life you've got to sell things. You've got to sell things.
No, you don't, Paul. You ask from the bank of mummy and daddy. You haven't learned.
Oh, that's so horrible. I'd never.
Mummy's bluesy.
I'd rather eat dog shit than ask for money from my parents.
No, I would say, Mummy, can I have some money, please, Mummy? Please, Mummy.
Okay, but it's like this, though. You gentlemen would agree.
Ask me the question. Ask me the question, Terry, for fuck's sake.
I'm trying to answer it, but let me ask you this, okay? If you had in your collection one proper diver, which of course would be probably a Submariner or a Seamaster, and if you had the chronograph, okay, preferably either Daytona, a Type 20, or a Speedmaster, out of those three options, or the El Primero, okay? There's four options for a chronograph. If you only had two watches, why not choose? You could keep your bluesy,
super chat,
but also the Type 20.
Super chat, Madman, $100. Wow, so glad you put the rubbish in the bin today, Art. So happy. Whoop whoop. Hope you, the family, and Mrs. Lai all had a beautiful Christmas. Terry, I love all watches, but buy the fucking Rolex.
There you go, Terry. Madman has spoken. That is a huge fucking donation from Madman. The legend.
Well,
buy the fucking Rolex, Terry.
Well, actually, I think the bigger opinion matters from the founder of this channel, Mr. Chesterfield, Sir Chesterfield.
I totally agree with you.
You're talking about buying a Breguet. Have you got rocks in your head?
You buy the Breguet when you've already got the Rolex.
You buy it
Terry.
pre-owned. You don't. He's not saying to buy a new one.
Archie, I got to be honest. I would rather. Wait.
Somebody,
Archie,
they buy it secondhand. It's not.
Well, let me finish.
Terrible.
Let me tell you one thing, Terry. I'd rather ship and crap than buy a Breguet.
Your internet's terrible.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
So I was saying, I would rather shit in my hands and clap than buy a Breguet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine. Great. We heard you. That's it. Next. Why do we have to do what you want to do? We don't even like you.
You know what? You know what? It's because I'm a strong Rolex wearing alpha male. What do you make of that, Bateman?
Great one.
Thanks, Bateman. Great vid, Arch.
My honest opinion, Terry, I think you should be looking at Breguet when you've got your Rolex, all right? That's my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've owned a couple of Rolexes in the past. They're just okay, but really, the one I've always aspired to, like, it really gets exciting to look at, is the Type 20. And Archie's point is right about Breguet, because nobody, not even Patek, does the level of detail of the watches like Breguet does. It's true.
I think Rolex
does about that.
Well, yes, but the thing of it is, though.
What do you mean? Well, yes. Well, yeah, I'm right.
Have you seen the engraving and the finishing on like a Patek, like a 324 movement? Like, I don't know if Breguet is really competing with that.
Well, but here's the thing, though. The Type 20, though, I don't know if they still make that model, is using the same movement that high-end Pateks in the late 90s and early millennium was using in their chronographs. the Lamonier movement before they went in house. But yeah, they were using the same movement. Everybody knew that.
Same as does not mean, you know, better. You know, hey, we got a couple
Well,
super
it was
chats, Archie.
probably tweaked a little bit, but yeah, no.
Super chat. Here we go. We got one from Yankee Doodle, $5. Arch, what do you think of this trade? My 5127J for a Breguet 7137BA yellow gold. Let's have a look here.
That's a killer
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch.
Crown
I'm pulling it up there. Breguet 7137BA. Let's have a look. Oh, this is an interesting.
Pull up the Patek.
That's a nice book.
It is beautiful. Look, the problem is they'd have to give you some money back on your side.
Oh, yeah.
They'd have to give you some money back. I mean, I don't mind you getting the Breguet. The Breguet is beautiful, but this here is going for 16,000. I think the Breguet is a gorgeous watch, but I want to make sure it's 39 mil. It's deployment buckle.
I'm gonna pull up the 51.
You'd have to get some money back. You'd have to get some money in your side there, I think. That's the only thing.
You're gonna pull up the 5127, Archie?
That's he's showed that many times.
Okay.
But
well, maybe for the punters, you know.
I had one there. Okay, so let's have a look here. 5127. He's got the J, the yellow gold. Oops, does that even come up? Patek 5127J. Get her up on the screen. It's a beautiful watch, absolutely beautiful. But you can see that they're at the 20,000 mark. So it's a bit more. You'd want to get some cash back if you did that. Stud Muffin, $10. Adding more positivity to the stream. Ponto, pull up the email. Would you ever go back to this place? Let me have a look.
Have we got some old YouTube gold, have we?
This was the... This was when I was in Indonesia. Let's have a look there. We'll pull this one up. Let's get it up on the screen. Let's have a look.
Third, and here we are at the Grand Hyatt, and I'm going to take you on a tour. This is a secret tour of the facilities. So just be cool, and let's take a look here. So firstly, this is old Indonesian bungalows, and I love the way they've done seafood restaurant fuckers.
Yeah,
seafood,
this was the Hyatt
everything I see,
Jakarta.
I want to eat. No, it's not quite like, Indonesia.
How old is this?
Some other stuff there, squid.
10 years ago now.
What sort of restaurant is this here? This is Indonesia.
Wow.
I think this should get better than this. This is if I could find any more. The Hyatt in Indonesia is absolutely. Why no lady? Oasis garden here. Look at this. Look at this, fuckers. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, we're in the middle of Jakarta, and I feel like I'm in a forest. I just absolutely adore it. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. Look at this. This is living at its best. And if you're a winner, if you're winning the race of life, maybe this could be a place for you fuckers to come. And I'm having a great time. I got to tell you the truth. People have been saying nasty things. This trip has been paid for by a very generous patron/fan. And I graciously accepted this great honor of meeting this absolutely fabulous individual. He's got great taste in entertainment. And I just absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore. I love the Indonesian people. I love their culture. I love their interpretation of 5-star. And I tell you what, fuckers, very nice here, Jakarta. I tell you what, fuckers, this is quality.
There you go. That's Jakarta. What do you think, guys?
Tell you what,
There you go.
fuckers. Yeah, so would you ever go back to this place?
I'd quite liked it. Yes, I would. I would.
2026 travel goals, maybe. What do you think?
2026 travel goals. I've got to keep it within the budget. Budget's a little bit Indonesia. Indonesia is actually a lot of fun. Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely.
You could have a also 2026 New Year's horological resolution. Have you got any thoughts on that? You know, what watches you plan to get?
Actually, I've got watches I want to get rid of. I want to get rid of one of the gold Breguets and maybe the Zenith. There we go.
What would you look to add anything?
Not at this stage. No, I want to get rid. Get rid. We don't have to always buy. We don't always have to acquire to do well. Remember that.
All right. Hey, Archie, I got to leave you to it, man. Have a good
Hey, man, thank you so much for coming on. It's been an honor, a pleasure. Thank you
No
so
worries.
much.
Have a good stream. See you, Archie. See you, Terry.
See you
Bye.
later.
Have a good evening.
Hey, Terry, how are you
Hello.
going? Talk to me. What's happening in your world? Talk to me.
Oh, not much. I just took a basic day job. I work at the Walmart here. It's big in Arkansas. I don't know if you've ever been to this part of the country. It is big here, though, because this is the home state. They don't have Walmarts in the UK, as you know. And so I've been doing that. I've been working in the apparel department, and I earn about 600 a week, you know.
That's
not
okay.
much, but yeah, it's okay. And after taxes, it's about maybe 480, 490. So, because they do tax you a lot in this country. And, you know, but the other day I saw a Rose Corniche. It's, of course, owed money, because you wouldn't buy it, new money, wouldn't buy it, it'd be owed money.
No.
And they had a Corniche from like 1988. You know, it was in beautiful shape, you know, and it still looked like there wasn't a mark on the car or anything. The chrome looked sufficient and everything. And, you know, I was thinking, that's what got me thinking about the Breguet Type 20. A person who wears a Breguet Type 20 understands elegance but sport in a different way. And they would drive a Corniche. Because if it was owed money.
Corniche is the Rolls-Royce convertible to the uninitiated there.
Yes, yes. Because you wouldn't buy a Jaguar XK because that's too modern. And you wouldn't buy a Aston Martin because that's too nimble and sporty. So you would buy a Rolls, and it would have to be a Corniche. You could drive a Silver Chateau, but let's face it, those things, they had some of them had terrible mechanical issues in later years, and they just weren't as reliable, you know, as like some of the other Rolls were. But the Corniche makes sense because, you know, it's a proper Rolls, and it was a proper car, you know. It was one for touring, and that's primarily what it was aimed for, was British touring at its finest, you know. And I'm just pleased when I see a car like that, you know, especially over here in America, you know, that some Americans still fully appreciate classic British elegance, you know. And, you know, one day I was here, I came up here a month and a half ago. I actually did see a Phantom. And I know, in America especially, because those things cost quite a bit to ship across the water to get over here. And so I saw a Phantom. It was in like a very beautiful mauve white color, and it had that big chrome grille, as most Phantoms do. And I looked at the car from the side and everything, and I thought, oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful. But that's newer money. Old money would buy the Corniche because they understand the difference of classique versus modern, you know.
Would you buy a Phantom?
No, because for
they're
one
expensive. Actually, I've been looking at a great video. Speaking of cars of that class and character,
yeah,
I have been looking at a few really interesting cars. There's a guy who bought a Bentley. Do you like Bentleys?
I do like certain model Bentleys. I was actually just watching a video this afternoon about a man who had an 88 Mulsanne he bought from a guy in Scotland, and he took it and refitted it with special tires and all that for desert driving and all that, which you could do. And he says still had the original engine and transmission in it even after all these years. And he said he did have to put some money into it to get it to run right and everything, and have all the basic maintenance done to it and everything, like oil changes and all that. But he said though it still ran like a top, And
here we go. We've got Ken joining us very quickly. I got another super chat. Black Cat 997, $5. How much to ban future 12 days of Pontiff songs? Ha ha. I don't know if we want to ban them, Black Cat, but yeah, I agree. Ken. How was your break?
It's been the quietest day ever today.
That's good.
Well, except my wife and I are both a little sick.
Oh, what's wrong? Tell me what happened.
It's going around. I have a granddaughter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Hey, fantastic.
So
are you looking forward to the new year?
Yeah, so I'm going to try and do a week-long cruise with my wife, my daughter, her husband, and my granddaughter while I still work. So I'm going to be doing a digital nomad adventure next week.
Fantastic.
Starlink. Starlink is the thing.
Yeah, that's fantastic news. Beautiful stuff. Tell me, any plans for watches this year? Any plans?
Oh, so many plans. So in April, I'll be going to the UK. And so I'm thinking about like the different places to go visit. So we'll be going to Southampton, London, and then up to Edinburgh, and then over to Amsterdam. So that's going to be a big trip for us.
Wow.
But that's next year.
You're like Edinburgh. There's a lot to do there.
Well, I mean, that's where my family is originally from on my mom's side.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And so we have relatives.
I was there when I was about 18. And in the Scots, it was funny because at the time when we was there, they wanted us to eat a whole thing of haggis as a Scottish tradition and try and down a whole fifth of their scotch. And it was so hard because if you could finish the whole haggis and you got to drink the whole bottle of scotch, you got the meal free. And that scotch that they had, because it's so strong. I don't know what brand it was. It wasn't like the White Horse brand or anything like that. It was a stronger single malt. And you had to drink it all, and you got the meal entirely free if you got to finish it, which is hard to do. But
yay! Here's your free haggis, of course.
Yeah.
My mom was pure Scot, and she said that I'm not going to make you eat haggis ever.
Actually, what's interesting for Christmas this year, actually, someone was nice enough to buy me a new scarf, and get this, it is in the original tartan design of the Scottish widow thing, like the Scottish design. And it's made of pure cashmere. It's made in Scotland. It doesn't have a brand on it. It just says pure cashmere made in Scotland. And someone was nice enough to buy me that this year for Christmas. And so the green and black tartan design, like the original design, like they're mostly famous for over there.
Well, there's so many different clans and tartans for those clans, but just like a watch tied to a memory, you'll have that memory tied to your scarf.
Oh, I guarantee I'll never give it up, because I mean, if someone gives me a pure cashmere scarf for free, I don't second guess that one. So.
Sounds good. So Archie, you said you're going to sell a watch?
Yeah, look, I tell you honestly, less is more. I don't think you need to acquire frantically. Just acquire. We can just, you know.
I'm on the downward turn of that myself, but I'm just beginning to downward turn it. And again, you know, different times of, you know, our experiences. Like I'm just going through the process still, as my Hamilton clock is chiming at the wrong time.
Exactly right there. Tell me this: did you have any plans? Any serious plans there to buy more stuff? See, I think sometimes you can get as much happiness getting out of things. Selling some stuff off is also fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Always have to be buy.
Well, I mentioned to you, I think that I funded my collection by selling Quartz Crisis watches, and it's always fun to do that. Like today, I was supposed to sell a little digital watch, and when I tried to get it working, there was something wrong with it, so I had to refund the person. But you know, going to the post office down the street and giving them a box and telling them, you know, they all know what I do, and so they're always asking which one you sell this time, and you know, that's kind of fun for me. And you know, trying to make it something that's more self-sustaining. I don't mind that either. But then again, my office is just a big pit of packing materials and watch bits all over the place, you know. But it's fun. It's a great distraction, you know. I'm very mellow today because it's just been so quiet.
Yeah, quiet can be good sometimes.
Yeah, especially for a Saturday, like one more day before I have to think about other things. So that's not bad either.
Yeah. That's the way it should be.
Can I show you a stupid watch that I'm wearing? It's not a good watch.
Yeah, love to see it.
It's going to be creepy. So I'm wearing a Siga design watch.
Wow, look at that. Look at that, guys. What is that? It's a
Siga design. It's a Chinese brand. They make skeletons.
Wow, look at that. It's so cool.
It sure is. It's different.
It's just dumb. It's just fun dumb.
I got a few super chats I got to catch up on. We got Black Cat 997 $5. Terry, you are basically a real MAGA American now. At Walmart, there are all of the hot low-level Casio watches. YouTube opportunities. There we go.
Well, actually, it's funny he says that because there is this, it's not exactly like what you would call upscale jeweler, but there is this actual jewelry store in this town that we're staying in. It's a small city. It's called Blue Diamond something Incorporated, and they sell Tag Heuer and brands like that. That actually popped in there the other day, and I was curious, just browsing around. You know, no intentions to buy or anything, but I asked him, the salesman that was standing there, I said, when was the last time you actually sold a watch? He said, they haven't sold a watch in 7.5 months. He said, because nobody buys watches anymore in America. He said, there's nobody, the younger generation, they don't seem to really care for them. So
I disagree. I just think that, but I hear what you're saying, but I still think there are the fans out there. But I think maybe the everyday folks, you know, they're getting.
I got to catch up. Huratan, $10. Hello, Pluto. I'm wearing Batman today, and I will be enjoying a chicken biryani. This isn't your shitter Fiji curry. This is the real deal. Even Terry has had a tip-top curry in his days in Knightsbridge.
I have actually.
I must admit,
Harrods used to have the best.
London has some amazing curry. That's probably the best curry I've ever tasted in my life.
Oh yes, indeed.
Hey, I got a funny joke for you. So over here is like this thing, and it says Super Lube, but it's not the fun kind. I wanted to oil fill a Casio Duro, and so it's to oil fill a Casio and see what that looks like. I hear it really helps with the AR. So this is kind of an experiment of mine. So that's what happens when you get older.
There you go. We've got another super chat here. Another super chat another super chat there to talk about. That's right, guys. Another super chat. We've got one here from. This is from the Zeal. Oh, we did that one. We got Pickle. £5. Terry, didn't you steal money from your relative's envelope to buy a watch? Disgraceful.
No, I did not. That was a wrongful accusation. I never took any money from anybody. I don't take things, including especially money from people. I was wrongfully accused, and because my grandmother, she's old and she's got dementia, and she really doesn't remember anything. So no, I never took any money from any of my relatives at all.
There are way too many people that know way too many stories with sound.
Well, it is, but I mean, really though, people, it's like this. When it comes, to certain family members and all that in your lifetime, there's always going to be the one or the other. It's always going to try and pull that, trick of, well, you took this from me, you took that and all that. No, I don't take from people. I've never taken money from anybody deliberately or anything, and I don't take from my family. I never have.
So
very special.
I just popped on to say hello, and so I'm going to be heading out. But just want to wish you, in case I don't talk to you, I want to wish you a happy New Year. And I'd love to hear more about the watches that you're going to shrink down about later. I think it'd be interesting to hear the stories behind them all.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Take care.
Having
Happy
you on
New Year.
Happy New Year. Again, I might be on later, but I'll next time. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.
No worries. Thank you so much for jumping on there. What a great guy. And we got Thomas Burnett, £10. Best and worst 5 panelists of 2025. BA, Terry, Ken, Kelso, MT85, HR, Mike the Snake, JD, ML Tim, Loudmouth Tim, Mark, Rancher, Uzi, T-Dubs, Doc, J Anthony, Batman, Aussie X, Pat, JJ, Tan, Curly Bear, Chief Tit, GMT, Watch Nick, Marcelo. I'd say the worst panelist would have to be Watch Nick because he's an asshole, Uzi because he's racist, T-Dubs because he's just horrible. I would also say Marcelo, self-interested, and HR. Atcha. The best panelist. I'd have to say I like Terry. Terry's cool. Keslow, MT85, Mark, of course, and Rancher. And Jay Anthony's cool too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where is Mr. Goldberg today?
I texted him. It's his anniversary. He cannot make it today.
Oh, I see. That's rather special. No, no. But getting back to the car, so the older Rollses and Bentleys, there are certain ones, and you know this yourself. They are actually more reliable than what people are presuming them to be if they were kept up with maintenance and all that. And really, they were actually decent cars. They were even better than some older Mercedes and, and even the Japanese cars. But though, the thing of it is, though, the newer Bentleys and Rollses, the reason why they're so expensive is because the level of complexity that goes into their electronic management systems and all that, and their suspension systems and all that, because they Rolls has this thing now to where it's a self-leveling suspension system, so you don't at all feel anything at all in the car when it's riding. It's completely soundproof. So it's like, you don't feel the car move. You don't feel it's almost like riding entirely like in a sanctuary. And but that's the thing too, like with a lot of the larger model Mercedes, they've done sort of the same concept. Whereas, years ago, you had those other cars they were all made differently. They used different coil suspension systems and all that, you know, and they used a completely different technique of building the cars back than what they do now, you know, because mostly now it's all computer based, you know. So, but yeah, no, but I would say that per take, if anybody out there could find a decent, you know, 35, 45-year-old Rolls or Bentley that, you know, that is, it doesn't have, you know, just broken in for 30, 40,000 miles on the clock or whatever kilometers, it's been properly serviced, I'd say go ahead and get it if you can get it for a decent price, because that could be the best car that you've ever had, you know, and even if you don't drive it every day, that could be the best car you have, even for a weekend car, or, you know, a car that you only drive 3-4 days a week, you know, depending on where you go. And that could be an excellent car, you know. But the reason why I say the Corniche is it's not often brought up anymore, even in England, because people, you know, they figure like, oh, they're all in the scrapyard and all that. No, it's not true, because there's a lot of car collectors still in England still drive them. And but it's not as, you know, forsaken as what they like used to be popular, you know. And it's a proper Rose Grand Tour, I say. The reason why it expresses owed money with the Corniche is because people who own a Corniche knows what it does represent and what it did represent, versus anybody can go out there, well, not anybody, but anybody can go out there with £1 million or whatever and buy a new Phantom two-door coupe, and automatically people assume you're an oil tycoon or something like that. That's not the case with the Corniche. The Corniche represents a different class of, you know, prestige and money, as it always has.
Let me show you something.
Know?
Can I show you some value? Can I show you some value?
Of course, please do.
I want to show you a bargain, because you like bargains, don't you?
I do, indeed.
Okay, so take a look at this here. I'm going to show this to you.
Okay.
This guy here has just purchased a W12 Bentley. You like Bentleys, don't you?
Well, that one I did, because that's the Flying Spur, ain't it?
Yeah, have a look.
The bargain of the century, or a financial ruin? Ruin. It's gonna be ruin. It's good. This was a smart, rational decision. But look at this one. Here's the part. I'm gonna properly option this car.
What do you think of the colors?
Really like it. Here you can see that
it's proper British, but
is it now? Again, this Bentley, the best issues.
There's the Benz.
He buys this Bentley for £12,000.
But the paint and the bodywork in general is going to be good. It's not. It's horrible. It's horrifying. This fender, the paint is actually cracking because someone put loads of filler over there and didn't prep the surface correctly. The bumper, this is 3D printed. It's not original Bentley part. The headlight here, damaged, needs to be replaced. The grille, damaged, needs to be replaced. Big chunk of paint missing here and then touched up. Oh, the bumper is cracked here as well, so that's good. Chip here, chip here. You can't even call that chip. It's a donut. Oh, the headlights are fogging up. That's good, but that's also normal sometimes. This is coming off.
What do you think? £12,000. Is that a bargain or a disaster?
It is a bargain, but I'll be honest with you though, and he is right. Depending upon how hard the car has been driven, it can actually deteriorate like that. And it's the same thing, like if you've seen like a lot of those Jags from like 2005, 2003, and all that with like the S-Type and all that was supposed to be like the opposer to the BMW 5 Series and the E-Class. It was the same thing. They didn't mount the front fender on right, and they didn't really, and it had nothing at all to do with the collaboration with Ford. They did not mount the fenders on the front of the cars right and all that. Yes, these were hand built. However, though, he is right. The problem is that the tensioners and the mounts and all that, when they like after 10, 15 years or so, they do like really wear out and stuff and that sort of thing. So yeah, it was like this whole thing. But I guess the VW, when they did make them, they didn't really think that through. I don't know, because if they were like a space age aluminium, they wouldn't rust. But if it's like, I think on most of these they use just regular steel, and that's why they rusted. Like the mounts on them rusted so easily. Other than that, it's a beautiful car though.
It is beautiful. What do you think? I love that color, by the way.
Yeah, that's that classic British racing green. They used that. Jag actually made that.
The bumper is cracked here. Rubber.
It's leaking. There's a leak.
Oh, I didn't show you one of the worst bits of the car when it comes to bodywork. The side skirt. This one here, damaged heavily. And this is the part that I don't get. This car was, what, 275? Paint the whole. It probably needs to be retrimmed, which is going to suck because that's going to be expensive. The interior, it's not too bad overall. There's plenty of wear and tear all over the place, especially on the door card here, which is full leather. The wood trim is not in good condition. Cracks everywhere. Ideally, all of that would need to be refurbished, but it's comfortable. It's a nice, comfortable seat.
It looks
the
fucking amazing.
The logo on the shifter is a little bit wonky. And other than that, there's not much else to report here. Oh, what is that? Give me my phone. Look at that. No, is that a phone? That's not a phone. Telephone, privacy, handset. This device contains something. It is a phone. So that's that taken care of. Mr. Wash. No, it's Flat Wash. No, it's Mr. Wash. Flat Wash Vertrag. Ooh, 180 euros. Someone spent the money. The service history. This car was imported from Vienna, Austria. So this is the service book. Let me show you that up close. You can see here, Bentley, Vienna. And this was back in 2005. This was pre-delivery inspection. The car had 53 kilometers. And then it was serviced at the dealer up until 2014 when it had 171,000 kilometers. After that, I guess the pages are missing or it wasn't serviced after that. But this is...
What do you think? Would you buy it?
Well, I don't know, because I'm going to be honest. To replace the air suspension on that car, he's already probably, if it's leaking badly, which some of them do, just like the S-Class and certain Model E-classes, he's probably already looking at anywhere between £4,000 to £6,000 to replace that, if he can get the parts from VW itself. If not, he would have to go abroad elsewhere to like Germany or Switzerland somewhere, or even as far as Latvia to get the parts. Because I do know that when those one certain model Maybachs came out in the early millennium and all that, the majority of the aftermarket parts all had to come from Latvia. So that would be like, and Latvia is quite a ways from the UK. So he would be able to find somebody who expertises in VW cars and Bentley.
Yeah.
So that would be, he would be able to get the parts, but he's going to pay a hefty premium if they have to be imported. It's just like the Audi A8, essentially, and that's a great car. I'm not going to say it isn't. It's a great car, but including that one that Statman guy drove in the Transporter too, which had the W12 engine in it. That was the same engine that's in this car. But though it's like this too, and they put out a lot of power, very torquey. Only problem is their all-wheel drive system, because essentially when VW took over Bentley, Audi, and all them, they installed their all-wheel drive system into the cars to be computer integrated. Yeah. And if they're not careful, it can seriously screw up, like under certain conditions and all that. Now, with the Mercedes, that doesn't make the Mercedes 4MATIC bulletproof either. However, though, Mercedes, when they developed their all-wheel drive system, it's developed a different way. Like it's not all designed like based upon a computer enhancement system to have it like, like to test it through this and that. And then, but though, if something does go wrong with the center or something, then you're out, 2,000-3,000.
Yeah, I think it's a disaster. This car here can be a... So what this guy does is, what's very fascinating, he buys these cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to start it up in a minute.
And he does them up on his channel.
So let's... I didn't see that. There's a spare in the bottom.
This obviously, it's from Vienna.
The key, it's a Volkswagen key dressed up in Bentley stuff. So we have a bit of metal on the side, the Bentley logo, and a completely worn out rubber all around. But it feels nice in your hand, and it's one of those pop-up thingies. And it says Richard Mille. I'm too poor to know who that is. So I'm going to park it in its spot. So there it is. We'll worry about that. Does work.
But
Right there in the corner, you can see a hole. That's the.
He's been working on it.
Cool.
He's working on the car, right? And it's,
look at that. Oh, it's taking it. Puts that in there.
he's
I think it's
trying
probably
to
too much.
clean the sunroof drain.
In which the plastic heart. Let's get this carpet all the way up. There we go.
Oh, it's leaking.
Well,
Oh,
we have rough.
shit. Look at that.
Fortunately, it's
water
bad news for the
everywhere.
ventilator.
and that's a
So
very
that's just a tiny.
expensive job right there. Because he
Sorry?
has to take all. It's a very expensive job because it requires.
He's doing
a lot
it
of
himself.
time.
He does it himself. It doesn't cost anything.
Well, no, not him, but like if he had to have somebody else help him do it. Yeah, I see what
Oh, I
he's
wouldn't
doing.
know how to do that.
And
I
well, he's
wouldn't know
taking out the whole interface of the panel system is what he's doing, and then he has to take the seats out. Yeah, I know it's a sham, you know. But see, the problem was too. This I don't know if it was ever improved on the newer models or not. They actually did bring this up that the after like 10 years of wear or whatever on these cars, that the interior components, such as like underneath the seats where the sills are and the panels are and all that, it can lead to corrosion. That was the bad problem about it. But I mean, because you know, I don't assume it was built probably on a like they really didn't, because of all the like I was saying, all the computer interface things and electronic things that had to go underneath the seats in these cars. That's probably why. Because everything for this car, pretty much, because you could start this car with a button, you didn't even need the key. It was probably all done with a basically everything in this car was controlled by a computer, I would say. So that's the reason why. Yeah. But I mean, it's a lovely, beautiful car. I mean, you know, it's definitely a looker. It's just
I
that,
would
you
have
know.
to tell you. Would you tell me this? Would you be a Bentley or a Rolls Royce man? See, I've kind of gone Bentley.
I would have to go over to Rolls. The reason why is because I'm not talking necessarily.
I actually saw a very interesting documentary on YouTube yesterday.
Yeah.
About one of the biggest Rolls Royce collectors in the UK.
Really? Well,
yeah.
it would. Well, it wouldn't be the royal family because they didn't have that many of them. They mostly only used them for what transport cars and all that. But they also had like a large number of Jags and all that. So I mean, and of course, the Queen, they actually said she had about 12 Range Rovers. And some of them were for bodyguards, but also too, they were also for just like service use of like whatever they needed. Because she mostly drove the Range Rover if she's going out in the countryside. So I'll be right back, Archie.
No worries indeed. No, the big user of these vehicles was actually a funeral company. They had Rolls Royces. They were a funeral company. What do you think of that? Yes, sir. A funeral company has an amazing collection of Rolls Royces, and I gotta tell you, I kind of like. I kind of like who we got now. We got Mike the Snake. How are you, Mikey?
Hi, Arch. Sorry,
we got here. I got to get the super chat. Vedster, £10. I follow M539 channel. He is a top class car, mostly BMW restorer. Think of him as top tier watchmaker, but for old luxury cars. His content is, yes, he had a Maserati. Maserati. I love him. I really do love his stuff. Very interesting stuff. I like it. I do like it, Mike.
Well, I like that other guy you mentioned about, like the car doctor or something. He always comes on and, you know, has a valid, very pertinent point and makes short videos. You know.
Yes.
and you know his name. You mentioned him the other day, and I forget his name, but he's really informative and puts out good content. And and then I'm sure he probably does a lot of private, videos like you did, or do put up videos as well as live stream. In fact, I've never live streamed with him. I'm just talking about the guy's videos actually.
Yes.
But yeah, I like him.
I got to tell you, Mikey, I love car restoration videos. I love this sort of stuff.
Sure.
I think you realize eventually that all of these cars have a limited life. They don't last forever, Mikey, do they? They're not indefinite, are they?
No, but you can be moving like forward, like so. It'll never wear out. It'll never go away completely.
Sorry?
Well, repeat your
But those
question.
Bentleys, if it's leaking water, it's pretty fucked, isn't it?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if they pull the little drain plug out and let the water all out, and they actively dry the interior out, get a fans and stuff, they can probably get away with not having to spend too much. I mean, if it fries any electronics or anything, of course you're fucked. And
Yeah.
I mean, Bentley, Maserati.
They would be they're highly complicated. That's the problem with those cars. They are very
they're
highly
the same. They're like just on a financial level. Like if you own one, then you also have to be able to pay to own it. You also have to pay the big bucks for really cheap ass repairs, because that's what you got to do. You got to pay to play. You can't buy like a Maserati and then take it to get it worked on by Tony's shop around the corner.
Oh, you reckon?
I mean, if you have a good independent that specializes in
You need
that
an
very
indie,
car.
Mikey. You need an indie. You need a good indie,
yeah.
a decent indie, don't you think?
Absolutely. You're lucky if you can find one, in the car you love. And but that's like when you're either in the business or you've kind of found the car of your life, or I don't know. Some people just rebuild them and restore them and then send them on out. But for me, it'd be a life. What I'd want to do for a car I'd own for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Mikey. It's some of these. I got to be honest with you. I wish I had the skill to be able to fix these fucking cars. You know that? I really wish, if I had my time again, I wish. I loved IT. Okay, I loved IT. I loved computers. I like fucking around with computers. But I wish if I had my time again, I think I want to become a mechanic. I love cars. You know what I mean? I wish I learned a trade to become a mechanic. Do you reckon I could get a trade to become a mechanic at 53, Mike?
If you could handle it physically, yeah, sure. You can just go to any school. Once you're certified, then it's just a matter of, hunting down a job, which involves going through all the motions.
Black Cat 997, $5. Terry, we definitely need more about your American experience, the good and the bad, from a British gentleman on the rise. I look at my life. I went into IT. I had my own business. I was selling stuff. I did computer repairs, upgrades. I wish I could become a automotive mechanic now. But it's very difficult at 53 to start.
Yeah. Boy, they make good money though.
A mechanic?
Yeah, I mean, a mechanic at a dealership or something that is like really hopping busy would probably make over $100 an hour, and over $100 an
He wouldn't
hour.
get that. The
No,
dealership.
no,
We got
there's,
JP Montreal, $7. Mike, I love your true stories. Make me believe in something. What's he saying there?
Oh, it's probably a dig. I don't really know.
What's he saying, Mikey?
He's saying the same thing everybody says. My stories aren't true, or whatever. Is what he's kind of insinuating, as far as I'm concerned.
How do you mean your stories aren't true? Your stories are true.
Yes.
You've never lied, Mikey.
Oh, I can't admit to never lying. I mean, I'm not Jesus Christ or anything, but no, I'm a good person.
Yeah. Mikey, I would love to be able to fix fucking Bentleys or something like that. I'd love to do that, man.
Yeah. No, a technician job would be an awesome thing to do, Arch. It's just a matter of there's schooling involved these days, like, but yeah, and then the job market, I think it's pretty good. The way they've got the kind of designed obsolescence, and you're always gonna have cars coming in, newer cars, because
yes,
like, shops won't even work on old cars. Like,
okay.
you bring in a 1975,
Pontiac,
Ford
like that.
Maverick, or Pontiac Grand Am or something.
Hey, I like a Super B, Mike. I'm a Super B fan. Do you like the Super B?
Love the Super B. It's one of my favorite cars of all time.
Yeah, they were a Mopar vehicle, weren't they? Mopar.
Mopar was when I first got into cars. I got into Mopars, and my first car was a Mopar.
Mike, I would love. I wish. I look at my life, right, and I fucking wish. Like, I went into IT. I don't think I could go back in now because I'm fucking old and crusty. I wish I could become a mechanic. I'd love to become a mechanic. Mike and the Mechanics, I'd love to be a mechanic. We got Doc joining us. Doc, don't end the show, Doc. Doc, don't end the show.
Button.
The last couple of days, Doc comes on, he exits, and he press. I don't know what happened. What happened there, Doc? Tell me.
What happens is I'm hitting the button to bring me back to the grouping of shows, so I could go on the Bateman's show, go to the Horology Dungeon after.
Oh, I see.
But somehow when you're ending the show, that button turns into an end show button. It's crazy the way they have them overlapping like that. Anyway, it's all right. I'm not gonna do anything until the show's officially over, and then I transfer to the Horology.
Thank you, Doc. How you been, Doc? What's going on? Talk to me, Doc.
I'm fine. I was wanting to hear about how Terry ended up in the United States, because for some reason I thought he was a UK guy.
He is, but he's got dual citizenship.
Oh.
He's got dual citizenship. That's what happens.
So one of his parents is American.
I believe so. He's got some claim to fame there. Yes.
Wow. Okay. And then he decided to live in the States for a while. Okay. Well, that's that.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Doc.
His internet is better in the United States.
I don't mind him. Do you like him?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes he gets into a groove that's got nothing to do with what everybody's been talking about, but I find it entertaining.
Yeah. No, I get you. It's I gotta say, atcha. Doc, if you weren't a doctor at Costco, what sort of career would you? I honestly wish, if I had my time again, I would have liked to become a mechanic. I think mechanics is a cool area.
Mechanics is cool, and I actually did a lot of work. A lot of work with my hands. I mean, I rebuilt a '65 Mustang engine and popped it in and drove it for several years until my nephew smashed it. But that was kind of a cool thing. And I'd switched the transmission out. It had an automatic transmission.
Did he ever pay you back for that?
Oh, hell no.
Sorry?
That's never going to happen.
Does that make you angry, or how do you feel about
it? I've mostly let it go, but every now and again, somebody in the family wants to hear the story. And that's when I realize I'm still worked up over it. But, you know, I have a much, you know, I mean, a '65 Mustang is a cool car, but I like my current cool car. So it's all about moving forward.
Would you ever get a modern? Like, I've got a modern 3 Series. Would you ever get a modern? Would a modern ever do anything for you?
You know, there's an Aussie guy. I got to put it in the, I have to put it in the asylum. There's an Aussie guy who just did a review on that topic, and he prefers his E46 to his modern M3.
Yeah.
Partly because of all the buttons and stuff. Like, I guess the modern M3, it's electrical steering instead of hydraulic. He just feels like it's just too digital. He feels like the mechanical car where you could still feel the road. It was a little bit electric, the E46, but still you could feel the road. So that's his preference. I don't know. I've driven them, test driven them, and I like what I have.
I know what you're saying there.
It's certainly becoming a classic, which I didn't, when I bought it, I just liked it. But, you know, my neighbor sold one maybe 5 or 6 years ago for 20 grand, and now that's a steal of a deal.
Yeah. What do you I think a lot of these modern cars, they have so much plastic crap in them and technology.
Absolutely.
But they're kind of,
and they switch over to the electric this and electric that. Even if they've got an ICE engine, they're still switching over to a such heavy reliance on electrical systems. So
you dislike electric, don't you?
Well, I mean, I like the transition era. So around 2000's fine, but then, you know, if you look at the modern car, even when it's got an internal combustion engine, it's just a little too much of the, you know, the nanny items there to keep you out of trouble, but then you end up not feeling the road. You end up not having all that pleasure. So I don't know. I just have a lot of fun. Sometimes if I'm not driving my car, I'll just go out and look at it. I have to admit that.
What is it, a Tesla?
No,
he's got a BMW. He's got an M3 E46 M3.
Let's see if I can find a picture for Mikey.
What is Mikey?
I know what they
didn't
look
they
like.
have the V? Did they ever have the biggest engine they ever had was an 8 in an M3, wasn't it, Doc?
I believe so. Yeah.
The V8 came after mine.
That was the E90, wasn't it? Version.
E90, E92. Yeah, something.
We got some super chats. I got to catch up on some super chats. We got Mobster, $2. Mike, if your stories are true, then explain this. Okie dokie. We've got Stud Muffin, $5. Arch, you considered buying a used Bentley and Maserati before. Would you buy one of those cars for under 70,000 Australian? To be totally honest with you, I am scared to buy anything like that. They are a horror story. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what I'm doing. It scares me.
So I don't know if you can see the screen, Mikey, but that's my car. It's an E46.
Beautiful.
Holy shit, that's beautiful, Doc.
Well, I like it. It's an E46 with competition type rim.
I also like the E36 M3. You remember the E36s? They had
that
some
one's also
great...
becoming quite valuable. Yeah.
Yes.
And obviously the E30s, you know,
The
it's
E30s,
way more expensive than any of these things. It's like
yeah, but the
$100,000.
E30s, they're like a unicorn.
Well, they're more raw. It's definitely, you know, when you drive
They were a
one.
4-cylinder. The E30
Yeah.
M3 was a 4-cylinder, 2.3 liter, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly didn't have the get up and go. I mean, like mine has 333 horses. I think E30 is under 200 horses. So significant difference in horsepower.
I just don't know enough about these models really to comment.
I do think mine hits a sweet spot between the most modern of the BMWs and the E30.
I owned a 135 and a 335 IS, both of which had the.
They weren't a great engine, Mike. They weren't the greatest.
Oh no, the N54 was the greatest engine of all. It's the twin turbo inline 6, and then they went to the single turbo and the N55, and then later that basic same engine architecture is what's now in the Supra. It's another number, but no, the N54 early twin turbo motor is the beefy, crazy motor you can. I mean, for enthusiasts, as far as getting extra power, they're the one to have. That's the sought after engine. For sure.
I think the F series is when they started with the turbos for the BMW M3s, but I kind of like not having turbos on mine, and maybe the horsepower is a little lower.
Yeah, I think the naturally aspirated is always the way to go, Doc.
And it's less complicated, less to break down.
They last longer, Doc. They last a lot longer. But you don't thrash your car, do you?
Well, somebody messed up my hood, so I had to take it for repairs. They did a great job with it. But I mean, you know, in terms of me being in an accident with the car, it hasn't happened yet. I haven't had any accident where it's me, you know, having an accident. But I've had some people give me gifts while I'm in the store or whatever, and they dent this or dent that while I'm in the store. That's happened. So you try to park as far away from everything, and still somebody gets you.
Yeah, it's nice if it already has the first scratch too. So when something like that does happen, it doesn't hurt as bad.
Well, I put a tiny little scratch on the rear bumper, but I mean, unless I point it out to somebody, no one really notices. But no, the dent in the hood when I came out from grocery shopping, it was very noticeable. It basically looked like a truck ran over my hood. I think that's what happened, because it was so high and the bumper was basically untouched. So whatever it was, it didn't even start hitting my car until reaching above the level of my headlights.
Okay, might have been the hitch of a delivery truck. You know how they kind of hang right about that height.
Could have been, or it could have just been an F-150.
Yeah,
they have the same level.
We can just speculate. But sorry to hear about that.
Well, it got fixed.
Is it just
it
the
looks
hood
great.
that's damaged?
What?
Is it just the hood that got damaged, or did
the hood and a small amount of the quarter panel in line with the hood? So I had to have the right side quarter and front quarter and the hood repainted and actually replaced.
Yeah, having the infrastructures of the modern cars is just so crazy. It's like plastic, especially BMWs. Like,
no, I mean it was aluminum, but it's just that.
Was it?
Well, the hood's on an M3. The hood's aluminum. At least on mine, the hood's aluminum. and then the
Your,
quarter
yours
panel.
is what? Yours is what? Which this car here pictured?
Right, it's 2005. So
2005.
2005,
Okay.
they, by going lightweight, they hadn't started using carbon fiber except for on what's called the CSL, which was a very special model. Those things are $100,000 for a CSL. That's the one you should have gotten. I wished I got.
The only BMWs I really have experience with is the like the 135, 335, 535. I guess I think was the next one up.
Is there a super chat?
Is there a super chat? Super chat,
Archie.
There we go. We've got a super chat. Where have you been? We got one from Jefferson, exotic, $5 stock. I doubt 489-pound Dank Demos could fit in your Beamer. That seems rather discriminatory.
Actually, it doesn't matter what car I'm driving. That size gal will never be getting in my car again. I'm not going to risk having springs broken or any damage done. That's never happening. That's a thing of the past. I learned my lesson, and it's never happening again. So I
How do you say that politely without upsetting the people?
Well, the nice thing is with a kind of, it's not really a sports car, but people think of it as a sports car. So all I have to do is tell them, it's got seats in it, and it doesn't allow for, so
you won't fit in my seats.
Yeah, I have to just say politely like that. That's all I can say. Because I don't know. I've read online the upper limit is 250 pounds. And I don't know how accurate that is. Somewhere in one of the forums, when people were asking what's the maximum weight, somebody said if you have to ask, then probably shouldn't be driving Beamer.
I was 249, 245 whilst owning both my BMWs, and the seats handled it just fine. I mean,
as cars
250, and they still didn't give one shit about me. I mean, we weren't flexing, they weren't moving, they weren't nothing. 250.
As the cars are getting newer, one thing is, especially Americans are getting fatter. So a lot of the cars, let's say of the last 10 years, are designed for a much larger person than say 20 or 30 years ago. And even that, I mean, compared to my 65 Mustang, that thing, I don't think it was designed for anybody over 200 pounds.
Yeah, probably back then.
So, I mean, as time marches on and the newer cars, they increase their load limits. They're probably made for 300-pound people without even hesitation, where that was never the case 20 or 30 years ago, I don't think.
Yeah, no, agreed.
So, but mine is an older car. It's a 20-year-old car.
My 135 was an 08, and the 335 was a 11. And so they're the next generation up, but they were awesome cars. But honestly, I've been told that the if you go back a generation, like to your generation and then the one before it, where you're running that inline six that's not turbo, like the M3. I'm not sure of the number, but people consider that like the ultimate, best BMW ever made kind of thing,
Well, there's a lot of debate online, and everybody likes different things. So some people like the.
What would you do if you had your time again? What profession would you like to go? For me, I'd really like to go into automotive. I would love to go automotive. That's what.
It's a little grueling though, a day after day. I have to tell you. I know people who are mechanics, and it's one thing to do it on weekends.
Yeah,
it's another thing to do it day after day.
there's mechanics, and then there's being a mechanic.
Yeah. So when you're doing it every day,
the problem with so many modern cars is unless you have access to the computers and that.
Well,
that's true too.
I mean, if you're going to be a mechanic today, you know,
because you want to work as a mechanic and then start your own independent shop later on. That's what I'd want to do. You know what I mean?
They're pushing so hard to.
I think I enjoy being a mechanic on the weekends. I enjoyed the time when I was working on like rebuilding my car, mostly on the weekends, and then I'd go to work Monday to Friday. But if I were doing that kind of thing day after day, I don't know how I'd feel. But if I were doing something different, I've had a number of friends say that I should have been an attorney, and having exposure to a few attorneys, I tend to agree it's kind of a well-paid, but not necessarily the most laborious of activities.
Fulfilling.
It can be fulfilling depending upon what you're doing with it. So I have a few friends that are very fulfilled doing their work, but they do volunteer work along with their main line of work.
So okay, well, they say I've made the mistake a number of times where I've taken my passion and turned it into my profession, and then it ruined everything, and you know, like moved on to a different thing altogether.
A little something from Black Cat, Archie.
We've got a super chat from Black Cat. We love the Black Cat. Black Cat 997, $2. Work sucks behind a keyboard or under a car.
Yeah. As soon as it becomes work, it's like, oh, I gotta do it. Oh, I hate it. But even though if you weren't hired,
you know, if I would like to start a little car detailing business, but I think my body's not. It's not good for me to do that now.
It's
you know
a
what
lot
I mean?
of bending and squatting and all kinds of like that. It really is. It's kind of for the young folks. You know, the detailers I know. Have you ever heard of Barrett Jackson?
Yes.
Okay.
Barrett Jackson Auctions, isn't it?
Barrett Jackson Auctions. So I had an occasion to take one of my cars to people who work on those Barrett Jackson cars for detailing.
Yeah.
And you know, the guy who runs it is an older guy, but then all the people who are doing the detailing work are in their 20s.
They're in their 20s. Fuck.
Yeah. The people who are doing the sanding, the people
Speaking of in their 20s, we got the Rancher. Hello, Rancher. How are you?
Not too bad. I just got back from an evening over my sister's, so we nice time.
How's it going, Rancher?
What would you like to, if you didn't do law?
Rancher.
I would love to become a mechanic. What would you do? What would you do differently, Rancher?
I would like to get,
staying away from the bottle. Tell us this.
I'd get a job at the Arbitoire slaying minotaurs. Thump, thump, Dodge horns, thump.
Do you find working as an attorney fulfilling?
Yeah, I do.
We'll see. There you go. And I've heard that from a few attorneys. So I think, yeah, maybe that'd be the thing to do if I were doing it over again. And you're not cooped up in a Costco. Look at that.
Well, that's true.
I mean, you're out and about. You're spending a lot of time walking from where you park to the courthouse and getting sunshine.
And up the stairs.
Yeah.
So, and down the stairs.
That might not be the bad thing.
Nope.
I think today, if you want to make money, like doing other than a desk job, a plumber, or electrician, or HVAC, like.
Well, if you really want to make money, but you're talking about making money with your hands. But if you really want to make money, you get into finance. That's where it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
make
if
a
you're
lot of
gonna be
money
good
for
at
very
that,
little effort. Finance.
you bet. I mean,
So
that, I
what
mean,
does
that's what everybody's striving for. But I
what
mean, if
does
you want, go ahead.
no, that's right. After you, go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, if you're
No,
gonna
no,
work,
after you,
if
please.
you're gonna
Please,
work,
after you. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt. After you, please go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
I'm sorry if I
Go
interrupted
ahead.
you, man.
No, not at all. You didn't interrupt. It was me doing the interrupting. My apologies.
I think it was me interrupting you, interrupting him, and I
No.
apologize
I'm
for that.
pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was me doing the interrupting. So anyway, Mike, go ahead.
No, I forgot what I was talking about. So
Well, that's
It
all right.
might have been me.
Take a
Let's
second.
move on.
Take a second. Regain your thoughts.
Take a deep breath.
Yes.
I forgot what we were talking about, honestly.
Oh. Well, HVAC.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, like aside from an office job, which would involve
And again, I'm
going to
sorry
college.
for the interruptions. I want to apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Well, you didn't interrupt him.
Hey,
You were
no
simply
problem, man.
reminding him.
Oh no, I was apologizing. I was apologizing for my
No, you're
previous.
interrupting my story here. You were not interrupting. You were simply reminding him. And
I
don't
think
interrupt.
obviously I may have interrupted you, and I know you don't like that. And I apologize.
No. You weren't interrupting me at all.
Look, now you have Mike apologizing.
Wait, there's a super chat.
Well, I know he doesn't like to be talked over.
Super chat, Black Cat 9975 $5. The Costco hot dog lunch is underrated. Coming from a finance guy.
Agreed.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I think the only downside is you never get an ingredient list for what's inside the hot dog, but that's kind of standard for hot dogs anyway.
Pretty much, yeah. But boy, they sure are good, aren't they?
So, Mike, what do you think about the Costco hot dogs?
They're awesome.
I also want to know. I also want you to know that I would never interrupt you eating a Costco hot dog.
You shouldn't interrupt anyone eating a Costco hot dog.
Munches interruptus.
Because it's a lot like interrupting, I don't know, like a pit bull while it's eating. You never know what sort of rage you're going to find yourself confronted.
Or walk in on a Pantera while it's burning.
Mm-hmm.
No, it never burned. It never burned. So come on.
It burned more than Mississippi.
Oh, it's been so burned after it got burned by this fucking chat room for 5 years.
Yep. I actually had a classic car loaned to me by my parents that caught on fire.
Fuck, what was that?
God, it was like a 58 Riviera.
Oh.
Ooh.
It caught on fire? What happened?
Well, I mean, like I said, going through, and all of a sudden it's just smoke coming out of it. Pulled over. I tried everything I could to stop it, calling the fire department, and I was horrible. I felt goddamn horrible. And Dad's like, I know we should have had. Goddamn it, I know we should have had that electrical problem fixed. I'm like, you let me drive an unsafe, Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
yeah.
Did you have fire extinguisher in the car?
No, hell no. My parents, my depression, baby parents.
Do you remember what color the Riviera was?
Light blue.
Ooh, that's nice. The baby blue, light. Was it a two-tone, white and blue?
Yep.
Oh,
it was. Wow. It got so hot. I actually was going to pick up I picked up the proceeds from my AA clubhouse, and I was going to do just drop it off at the deposit. And it got so hot, the coinage melted.
That particular Buick Riviera looked a lot like what a 57 Chevy's follow-up should have looked like. It looked more like a 57 Chevy than
By the way,
Chevy.
There's a super chat.
Super chat. We got Stud Muffin $5. You're absolutely right, Arch. Reliability is an issue for certain high-end cars. However, this car is an exception. Pull up the email. I've got it ready to go. This is to be honest with you, this actually isn't, I don't think it's that reliable. 2019 Mercedes-Benz S450 automatic, 17,000 Ks, just under $80,000. I tell you what,
It seems a little expensive.
It looks. This is Australia.
Oh,
So
by the way,
Australia.
guys, just a quick announcement. If you're looking at the avatar at the bottom of the screen and seeing it's an avatar of ArchieLuxury, and then seeing the title saying Stud Muffin, if you feel out of sorts or weird mentally or cognitively, that's called cognitive dissonance. Thank you.
It's a beautiful car. I honestly cannot fault it, but this thing here,
I think it's more attractive than the most modern of the Mercedes, to be honest.
yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. I would
I think
agree.
they've lost
with
their
you.
way.
Yep.
I hope they find their way back. The classic styling is sometimes the nicest styling. Never really been a Mercedes guy, though. I'm not.
Yeah, me either.
I like things a little more sporty, and when Mercedes tries to do sporty, it just seems weird.
And now when they do it, it's like serious, but it's also like
the AMGs are just a little bit.
AMG stuff is over the top, crazy, but it's so expensive, man.
It doesn't flow as well as, I don't know.
Yeah, and Mercedes just is like luxury and 500 horsepower. Like, I think to a lot of people just don't go together. They don't care. They just want the floating along the road like you're on a cloud, Mercedes-Benz ride and what they've always offered. But then they do make the AMG stuff, and it does kick ass. They do race it, and it is badass. But man, it's just like BMW and Porsche. It's super expensive.
What are you showing there, Doc?
What am I showing? I'm not showing anything.
Screen? Is that your screen there? Okay,
no. I mean, just my avatar.
And his penis to a lady boy.
Hey guys, I gotta go pick my mother up, so I'm gonna.
Hey, thank you, Mikey the Snake. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me on.
I'm glad your family, and especially your family and your mom, were able to enjoy the holidays.
Thanks. We had wonderful holidays, and I hope everybody else had wonderful holidays as well.
And I'm sorry to interrupt your leaving.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, we'll let it slide this time.
Because I know leaving can be very, very important, and it really sucks if someone interrupts it.
Yeah, totally, man. I know. Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Take it easy, Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
Oh.
Guys, that sounds like it's the end of the show there.
Don't
close the show, Doc.
I'm not touching any of the buttons on the screen. Just let it flow.
Here we go. I want to thank everybody who's super chatted today. We had Yankee Doodle, Loudmouth Tim, Chief Tit, JC Watchers, Perv Juice Man, John Cousy, Perv Juice Man, Black Cat, Madman, $100, Yankee Doodle, Stud Muffin, Black Cat, Hurricane, Pickle, Thomas Burnett, Vidster, Black Cat 997, JD Montreal, Mobster 2, Stud Muffin, Jefferson Exotic, Black Cat 997, Black Cat 997, and Stud Muffin. Guys, this is the show for today. Don't end the show, Doc. I got to play the David SW.
I'm not touching any of the buttons. It's going to go automatic pilot.
Can we end with a quick joke?
Sorry?
Can we end with a quick joke?
Quick joke? Yes, we can, sir.
Okay, what is the difference between POTUS and Buzz Lightyear?
No idea.
Buzz Lightyear goes limp every time a child enters the room.
Boom, boom. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer, hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW.